If you've got the SAT soon, you're probably cooked. But you might be less cooked after watching this video, because today I'm going to explain everything you need to know if you're about to take the SAT for the first time ever. What the test is, what's on it, and what you need to do to prepare if you don't have much time left. This stuff will help you whether you have the test in 3 months or 3 days, and even if you haven't studied yet, it'll still be useful. But first, I'm John. My mission is to make SAT prep feel like a video game so students will actually care enough to study. I've worked with a ton of students to help them see massive score increases like the ones on the screen now. So if you want more of this chaos, hit subscribe before your attention fails and you start watching Subway Surfers. But first, what even is the SAT? The SAT used to be taken on paper, but we have technology, so that's gone. It is the digital SAT now, taken on a computer at a testing center. And for those of you who missed the paper SAT, honestly, L+ ratio, that thing sucked. But the question we need to be asking is why even take the SAT in the first place? Honestly, I don't even know. Here's the deal. The SAT is key for college admissions. A good SAT score doesn't mean you'll automatically be accepted to your dream school, but a weak one can basically just shut doors completely. Even at the increasingly popular test optional schools, a strong SAT score is really useful. If you can raise it, you should raise it. Disclaimer, I really have no idea everything that goes into college admissions, but I can confirm better SAT scores mean better college choices. But the best part is you can get a high SAT score even if you suck at it right now. I'm going to explain how in a few minutes, but first let's cover some more logistics about the test. Students usually take the SAT on a Saturday morning at a local high school, because of course. Dates are basically monthly. For example, the next SAT as of the time of this recording is November 8th. The one after that is December 6th. But what's actually on the test? You see, there are 2 sections, reading and writing, and then the math section. Reading and writing consists of passage questions, vocab questions, grammar questions, transitions questions, and something known as student notes questions. Importantly, there are no long passages on the SAT anymore. Each passage is only a few sentences long and corresponds to only 1 question, which is honestly pretty amazing if you ever have experienced the paper SAT. Next is math. This section consists of material involving algebra 1 and 2, functions, quadratics, statistics, a little geometry, a little bit of trigonometry, and then just some random stuff like unit conversion. There is no calculus, and if you think you see calculus on the SAT, honestly, stop the cap. The math section of the test is also a lot easier than it used to be because of one thing, Desmos. The Desmos online graphing calculator is built into the SAT. I told you making the SAT digital will come in handy. With Desmos, you can literally graph systems, show vertices, create lines of best fit, find medians. Desmos literally does most of the heavy lifting on a lot of these questions, so the math section of the SAT will become a lot easier. If you ignore Desmos, you're basically cooked for the test. You gotta learn it. I've got a full Desmos breakdown video on the screen right now. Watch that after this. If you have no idea how to use Desmos right now, that video could legitimately boost your score a ton of points. I'm not even kidding. However, the SAT sections have a plot twist greater than Star Wars. The modules. Both reading and writing and math each has 2 modules. If you do well in module 1, you unlock the hard module 2. If you do badly in module 1, you get the easier module 2. If module 2 of the test feels surprisingly easy, you might be cooked, because getting the easier module 2 instantly puts a cap on your overall score for the test. So you gotta focus on those module 1s. But here's how the timing for the modules works real quick. Reading and writing, you got 27 questions and 32 minutes per module. For math, it's 22 questions and 35 minutes per module. In total, it's 2 hours and 14 minutes for the entire test, with a 10-minute break between reading and math that you can use for whatever you want. On to scoring. The test uses a score scale from 400 to 1600. The exact way the test is scored is unfortunately classified information, but here's the basics. Missing easy questions hurts more than missing hard ones. This means that you must guard your Module 1 accuracy like it's your last revive in Pokemon. For the best scores, you're aiming to drop 0 to 2 questions max in Module 1 per section. If you drop more than that, it's going to be really hard for you to get a good score, I gotta be honest with you. But now for the moment you've been waiting for, how to study for the SAT. Step 1, take a full-length practice test. It'll be humbling, that's fine. Step 2, patch only what you missed. Use short videos for stuff like grammar, transitions, functions, trigonometry. Hint, hint, check the other videos on this channel. Step 3, drill the weaknesses. This is where practice comes in. Thankfully, there are a ton of websites online where we can find basically limitless SAT practice problems. Do them. I know just doing practice problems doesn't feel that productive, but if you are specifically doing problems in your weakest areas, it can actually be extremely effective, to be honest. And for every time you get a problem wrong, make sure you actually, understand why you got the problem wrong and how to fix it. Otherwise, you're just doing the SAT equivalent of watching skibbity toilet videos. A lot of time with not much value. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if I only have a week to study for the test, or less? I created this pyramid that has the answers. Basically, if you don't have much time left, it is best to focus on the problem types lower down on the pyramid, just so you can maximize the time you do have. If you try to study literally everything, you'll probably run out of time and end up not improving in really anything at all. But if you only focus on the bottom 3 or 4 pyramid layers, you can get really good at them, even just a few days, and actually do fairly well on the test. This is low-key a really goated hack that nobody talks about. It's worth sacrificing some areas of studying if it means you're more efficient on the other ones. Now, if you want some guidance on this process though, I do run Gamify SAT Plus. In this community, I literally build a day-by-day prep plan to help you maximize your prep. I also offer rewards for completing the work in the plan, like one-on-one tutoring, even a chance to appear in one of these videos that you're watching right now. So you should definitely check it out as soon as you can. Let's lock in for this SAT. Let me know what score you get in the comments below.